Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are unbagging my March Ipsy Glam Bag Plus bag. In the video, I said box like 9 times because this month it came in a big box and the bag was just flat in there because I had some add-ons so it didn't all fit. But we're going to be doing a review, demo, try-on, and application of everything in my box. It's responsible for the full look today, which is giving me major like old Hollywood vibes. So if you want to jump into that with me, make sure to keep on watching. And don't forget to subscribe because I upload every other day, and that'll be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to jump into my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus for the month of March with me, stay tuned. Okay, so first out of the bag is the theme card. This is March 2021, Stronger Together. The future is female. You got this. Women's empowerment all the way, here for it. Like Cher and Dion, the red lipstick and cat eye are some of the things that are just better together. Celebrate the people and products that make you look and feel your best. And then they have a whole breakdown about what colors mean what. So I think we're going to do a classic red lip with a cat eye today. So I'm going to start with my brows. The first item out of the box comes from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Dip Brow Gel in the shade Taupe. Now I have had this and used this on camera in the past. I used it in the shade Medium Brown back then, but my hair is much lighter, so I'm actually going to try Taupe on camera. Pulling up my Ipsy app so that I can go over all of the details from the products in the box. Okay, so this retails for $20. It is a full size, made with ultra-precise cone-shaped brush, the waterproof formula. A few swipes of this gel adds volume, definition, and structure for a natural tint to brows that lasts for 12 hours. Comb it through your brows in the same direction your hair grows naturally. I find this stuff to be so pigmented that when you use it, and I'm going to do it for you guys right now, the amount on the brush is too much. So I like to wipe quite a bit back into the container. Then, grabbing my mirror, I'm going to, just like it said, comb it through in the direction my hair grows naturally. It is very pigmented, so you do want to go in with a light hand. And then once I kind of have it down where it's almost exactly where I want it, I will take a clean spoolie with no additional product on it, and I will just comb through to soften it and blend it out. And then with the pointed side of a brow brush, I'm going to take a little bit of the product right off the top. And you can almost use this like a pomade. So from the brow, I'm just going to lightly trace the arch of my brow and trace down the tail. And with whatever's left on my brush, I will feather that towards the head of the brow. And then with one last quick comb through, I will set it in place and then let it dry down. It is a nice, easy, effortless brow. This is obviously a little lighter than I would typically go on my brows, but with how light my hair is, I do like it. You can always take more and build it up further, but you guys know I do prefer more of a soft, natural brow. So I would stop here. I'm going to go do the exact same thing on the other eye. The next item does also come from Anastasia. I will not be using this because I have so many highlighters that at this point it's just wasteful for me to use this. And this was also not a choice item. They picked this for me. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Glow Highlighter in the shade Oyster. This retails for $25. This weightless gel-like highlighter can be used on your face and body to give the most radiant, dewy glow. For soft glow, apply a pearl-size amount to the high points of your face and blend in using your fingers. It can be worn alone or layered under your powder for extra luminosity. I prefer a liquid highlighter, I prefer a powder highlighter, as you guys can see. Today I'm wearing this one from Aether. It is the Supernova Crushed Diamond, which is so beautiful. I love how shiny it is. So again, I'm not going to be using another liquid highlighter to open once, use once, and then collect dust or sit in a drawer. So I'm going to drop that in an upcoming giveaway. The next item comes from Colored Rain, and if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that their Queen of Hearts palette is one of my favorite palettes of all time. This is the Vineyard Soiree palette, which is a cute little 6-shade palette, retailing for $22. From soft, subtle washes of color to bold, smoky eyes, this palette was designed to do it all. The 4 shimmers and 2 mattes in vibrant berries and wearable neutrals can create an endless array of eye looks. How to use: pick a matte shade to blend all over your lids as a base, then pop on a shimmer to the center to add definition. I'm going to be doing just that with a pseudo smoky cat eye today. The only product I will be using additionally on my eyes is going to be a black eyeliner. So I'm going to actually grab this one from KVD Vegan Beauty. It's the Anti-Precision Liner, which gets nice and smoky. So I'm going to use the 2 of those to put an eye look on today. I'm going to start off with a fluffy brush, and I just took a tiny bit of the neutral brown right on the tip, and I am going to go right in the socket of the eye and just above the crease. Now this formula, I know from past experience, is very pigmented, so I am dipping in ever so gently because I want a very small amount of product because I want this to be super subtle. But when we do want it to really amp up later and I really pick up product, it will be super vibrant on the eyes. But today, I am trying to get the tiniest amount because we're going for a smoky eye. I want it to be very gentle. Next, going into the matte gray shade, picking up a little bit more than I did on the brown. I am going to take that pretty low on the base of my eye, and then once I've had it on the mobile lid down here and packed on nicely, I'm then going to begin blending it up and into the crease, and this is going to be the base for our smoky eye. Switching over to a fluffy brush with that first shade, I'm going to blend out the edges. All right, I'm going to do that on this eye, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. I do wish that the brown shade I've been using was a little bit warmer because it's feeling very cool toned and very smoky, which I like smoky, but when I go in with something super cool tone on the lid, you guys know I like something a little warmer in the crease just to balance it out. So I'm going to take that brown on the tip of the brush, and I'm going to trace it in the crease and blend it up slightly. I don't want this to get too smoky. I want it to be a very gentle blend, but I do want to make sure that we do get that gradient so it doesn't just like a slap of gray eyeshadow on. We want it to look intentional. Next, I'm going to take this shade right here. It's almost a gray-green. And I'm going to load that onto a flat packer brush right here. It definitely looks more green in the pan, but it is coming out more gray on the brush. I'm going to take a tiny bit of setting spray on it just to intensify, and I'm going to take that on the center of the lid like a halo. Jumping into that first brush, I'm going to blend. No additional product, I'm just using the brush to soften the outer and inner corner as well as the crease, just so that we really get that spotlight in the very center of the eye. So it definitely reads more silver on the eye, and I'm not mad at it. Grabbing that liner, I'm just going to add a pretty hefty amount to my waterline. Now, it doesn't have to be super neat. Again, this is called the Anti-Precision Liner. It's meant to be pretty smoky and grungy. So we're going to grab a pencil brush with the dark gray matte shade, and I am going to stamp that over the black. And then once I get to the outer portion of the eye, I'm just going to start smoking it out. On that first brush with the lighter brown, I'm going to just blend under and soften that a bit. We want it to stay grungy and smoky, and I am going to feather that out on the outer portion of the eye just to darken and grunge it up a bit. But I do want to make sure that we're still keeping that intensity in the waterline and not too far underneath it. All right, I'm liking it. It is looking a little grungy with the bottom, but that will come together once we throw mascara and lashes on. So I'm going to go do that off camera while Travis joins us, and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. I went with a little bit of a softer lash today because I really want the smokiness to come out. The next item out of the box comes from Koa Life. It is the Vitamin C Brightening Cleanser. This was another item that was picked for me. I did not choose it. This is a full size, retails for $30. Not only does this face wash remove dirt, excess oil, and makeup, it helps to fade dark spots and reduce the signs of aging while protecting the skin from damage, and antioxidant-rich vitamin C is included. And that's what really helps to lighten and brighten and tighten, because anti-aging, all of that is kind of a vitamin C thing, so anything with vitamin C will do that. I'm not going to be using this, obviously, because I just did my face, so I'm going to wash it. Plus, with skincare, it does take 28 to 60 days to see results, so obviously I won't know. I'll know if I don't like it, but I won't know if I do like it, if that makes sense. And the last item out of the box comes from House Laboratories. This is Lady Gaga's brand. This is the Sparkle Lipstick in the shade Burlesque. It is a beautiful red, which I think is going to go really well with this like old Hollywood vibe that I'm feeling today. I did choose this. This is, oh, it's got these little stripes of glitter on there. That's cute too. Retails for $20. It is a full size, this universally flattering red shade, creamy texture, and grit-free glitter. A star is born with this lipstick. Every swipe is long wearing for a punch of color and sparkle that'll take your look to the stratosphere. Apply directly to your lips using the bullet and glide towards the centers, totally vegan, etc. I'm going to try it without a lip liner, because bullets I don't always use a lip liner with. I always use a lip liner though when I do a liquid. Sometimes I'll do it with a bullet, but for a satin, I kind of want to see if it bleeds or how precise I can get. So let's try it out. The color is very warm, I will say that. Very Cruella de Vil red. The color is nice, but I am having an issue getting a super clean line. So I'm going to grab a lip liner and just tighten this up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it did feather and bleed a little bit, but it's very pretty. It looks very nourishing. It doesn't look glittery. I did use the So Gorgeous lip liner from Ace Beauty. This came in a BoxyCharm a while ago, but the color actually worked really well with this lipstick. It smells nice. It doesn't have any weird waxy film to it, but the bleeding was a little bit of an issue, but that kind of could have been dealt with maybe by lining first and using it just in the center. I'll have to play around with it. So I'm not sure if the formula is going to be a win. I don't love it. Like, I kept having to overline a little bit more because it kept bleeding. So might be the first pass of the box. Now, all in all, this is the $25 Glam Bag Plus, so it does have a retail value well over $120. Definitely a great box, and I definitely got my money's worth. I think the bag being very diversity themed is really cute, especially for, you know, International Women's Day falls in March, and I love that they're empowering and celebrating diversity, and I think that's amazing. But I think I don't love the lipstick. Other than that, I think the box worked out really well. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!